Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. Today's first contestant is Mr. Wiseguy from the new Chubby Peeps. So, what episode of the show are you from?
Well, I'm the seller of free 7-Up samples in the first episode ever. I tried to sell them to a customer. I said $1 please, but she didn't have any money, so she stole a sample. And then I was like, something is wrong here. I need to make them free for summer.
Well, it's good to have you here. You're just 16 questions away for winning $2.5 million. Just get all of them right and you can walk away with the top prize. Get the 5th question right, and you can't walk away with less than $5,000. Getting the 10th question right has the same effect, except that you'll be guaranteed $32,000. If you get the $1 million question correct, you can choose to risk it all and go for the top prize of $2,500,000. However, if you get it wrong, you will lose everything. But, you don't have to risk everything.
Good. I don't want to walk away with nothing.
You can use 3 lifelines, 50-50, where you'll take away 2 incorrect answers, leaving the correct answers and 1 possible incorrect answer. Phone a friend, where you'll call one of your friends to see what they think is the answer, and finally, ask the audience, which is self-explanatory. Are you ready? Let's play Millionaire. Here is your first question, for $1,000. A number followed by 100 zeros is known by what name? Google. Megatron. Gigabit. Nanomole.
I'm going to say hi. Google, final answer.
You're right for $1,000. For $2,000, here's your question. What 1925 novel features a character named Nick Carraway? Was it The Great Gatsby, Ulysses, Angels and Demons, or Last of the Mohicans?
I'm pretty sure it's actually A, because Nick Carraway narrated the story. Without him, we wouldn't understand what Gatsby is saying. So, that is my final answer.
Correct. You won $2,000. Here's the question for $3,000. What is a pecan? Root vegetable, type of nut, cut of beef, tropical bird?
B, type of nut. Final answer.
Correct for $3,000. Your $4,000 question is, homeowners buy surge protectors to protect their possessions from unexpected surges of what? Electric current, water flow, air pressure? Buyer's remorse.
Oh goodness, I don't know.
Then use one of your lifelines.
That's what I was going to do. I have to use Ask the Audience.
Alright audience, we need your help. On your keypads. Vote now. Most of the audience said electric current.
That was really helpful. I'll go with the audience and say A, electric current. Final answer.
You just won $4,000. The $5,000 question is, which of these soccer players has scored more in the English Premier League than any other player? Alan Shearer, Robbie Fowler, Andy Cole, Thierry Henry.
I'll be going to say A, Alan Shearer. Final answer.
You have just won $5,000. Now you can't leave with less than $5,000. Have a look at question number 6. It's worth $10,000. On Barney errors, what are you not allowed to do? Turn off your game system. Refrain from turning off your system. Marry the person who killed Barney. Wait for the world to explode.
I got a Barney error once, so I know that you're not supposed to turn off your game system.
Final answer?
Final answer.
You have just won yourself $10,000. Here comes the $11,250 question. Who is the well-known GoAnimate user who makes really well-made videos? CEC Official, Unikitty Yes Pepper No, African Vulture, Comedy Guy 7.
That reminds me of Super Mario bloopers, which is made by African Vulture. Seed is African Vulture. Seed. Final answer.
You just won 11,250. Alright, now you're at $11,250. Take a look at this question, worth $12,500. When was the old US Price is Right released? 1956? 1958? 1968? Or 1134 BC?
I haven't heard of the old Price is Right before. I know that it's not released in 1134 BC. I'm gonna use my 50-50.
Alright computer, please take away 2 wrong answers and leave the correct answer and 1 possible wrong answer. Apparently, 1134 BC was left out. So, the correct answer is 1956 and I have to give you $12,500 automatically. 1134 BC was not the year when the old Price is Right was released. You knew that. Well anyway, let's go on to your $16,000 question. In May 19, 1984, Michael Larson won how much money on Press Your Luck? $5 million, $110,237, $50,000, or infinity dollars?
Hold on a second. Why does Answer D have a troll face?
Because infinity money is troll science related.
I just got trolled. It must not be infinity dollars. It has to be the 110,237 thing. Final answer.
You haven't been trolled. You have just won 16 grand. Here it comes, for $32,000. The volcano known as, oh gosh. Fee fi fo.
Oh gosh no.
Oh, wait a minute. I got this. Let me get this. I'm gonna get it. Fire Jokal is closest to what Icelandic city? Is it A, Reykjavik, B, Kopagoa, C, Hafnarfjörður, or D? How is it pronounced? Forubigo. Yes. I read all of them correctly.
I don't know this. I'm pretty sure it's Hafnarfjörður. Final answer.
You have just won $32,000. The $64,000 question is almost like a freebie question, because if you get it wrong, you'll walk away with the exact amount of money that you have right now. Here we go. This spice, popular on Italian dishes, is from the mint family. Oregano, horseradish, basil, or paprika.
I wonder if I should use my other lifeline. No, I can't waste that. I gotta use it on one of the last 2 questions. I don't know. Is it oregano? Not sure, but I'm 61% sure. So, I is a final answer for me.
You have just won $64,000. Nice work. You doubled your money. Now have a look at the $125,000 question. Cash Mountain was the original title for what UK game show? Deal or No Deal, Wheel of Fortune, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, for the rest of your life?
I'm not in the UK. I haven't even had a trip there, but I'm 99.99% sure that it's Millionaire.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Definite?
Yep.
Honest?
Yeah.
Final answer?
Final answer.
Oh, and by the way, we had a mathematical error which we have corrected, so now this is really worth $125,000. We do apologize for that, Mr. Wiseguy. You just won $125,000. Yeah? Yep. You. Leave. Bull. Good job. We're now at $125,000. Only 4 correct answers left to win it all. On to the $250,000 question. The first personal computer, the Altair 8800, had how much memory? 8 bytes, 256 bytes, 1024 bytes, or 2048 bytes?
I think it's 256 bytes. I'm gonna go with that. Final answer.
Congratulations, because you have just won $250,000. Alright, let's go on for $500,000. What is the value of pi?
I can't read the answers because they are too long. Anyways, it's definitely 3.14159. Final answer.
You have just won $500,000. Man, I'm getting nervous now. You're just 2 questions away. Are you ready?
Yes.
The question, for $1 million. How many edges does Blocky have? 1, 3, 6, 12.
Oh, I don't know what a block is. He is probably a block. So, since a block has 12 edges, he'd have 12 edges. Final answer.
You just won $1 million. It's not over yet, though. You can choose to risk it all and go for $2,500,000, or you can keep the million. What do you wanna do?
I don't want to walk away with nothing. Big money is at stake, but getting the question wrong would make my life done for. I guess I have to. Go for it. I'm feeling lucky.
Alright, you chose to play for $2,500,000. Here is the question. Which of these 1939 events happened first? Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, Lou J. Rick, Slovaks invasion.
I need to phone a friend.
Who you gonna call?
I'll call CEC official. He's a millionaire whiz. He must know the answer.
Okay.
Hello?
Hello, this is Brian Alexander from Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, and we got Wiseguy here and he's doing really well.
Really?
Yep, he's on 2.5 million.
Wow.
Yep, he's has 1 million right now and he's stumped and needs your help. He will tell you the question and the 4 answers. One of them's worth the top prize. Here we go.
Which one of these 1939 events happened first? Wizard of Oz, Gone with the Wind, Bulgaria or Slovaks invasion?
It's definitely Slovaks invasion. 100% sure. Okay, bye.
I'm gonna trust him and say D. Final answer.
You just won 2.5 million. You are the most wise contestant I have ever had.